feel like hard work and focus has kind of allowed you to kind of be a New York Times bestselling author, like have all this things, or do you feel like there's luck or karma, or how do you kind of make sense of that? And how much is money and making a living prioritized in your life, or how much not? Because there's a lot of people like, I would love to not do what I'm doing. I'd love to kind of make a living in a more aligned way, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like there are a lot of people that I grew up with. So I grew up in Boston. I was 4 years old when I moved from Guayaquil, Ecuador to Boston, Massachusetts with my family. And there were so many people that I grew up with that I went to elementary school with, middle school, high school, that were like just as smart as I was, but just because of the circumstances that we were all inside of, so many of them actually ended up, either going to jail, passing away early, or getting stuck in this sort of cycle of poverty. So I don't really think that that I'm special in any way. I actually think I'm very fortunate. Things sort of lined up for me in a way where I was able to pull out of that and help my family. But I think it's rather tragic that there isn't like more opportunity for people who are in inner cities. And I mean, even when I went to high school, if you were Latinx, you had a 50% chance of graduating high school.
Wow.
And I couldn't, it was incredible. Like, I remember going through high school and the rate at which people were disappearing. Like, it was just incredible.
Wow.
So,
I noticed one of the joys that when we talk on the phone or connect, one of the joys, your biggest joys is when you can you can help your family out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm grateful for any abundance that enters my life, because then I can just focus in on returning that to my parents and helping them, because they spent so many decades struggling, and they, similar to so many people in the late 90s, just like in early 2000s, built up all this debt, sort of fell into these different traps that were set up by our economic system. And so like, I think I'm just really fortunate that I can help them. And
Cool.